Okie dokie. In this problem, they say the size of the class influences the student's satisfaction in a manner symbolized by the letter P, which of the following function assertions accurately describes this relationship. So the idea is basically to take this statement and sort of translate it into a function representation. So the easy way to think about this, or how I like to think about this, is you'll have your function, whatever that is, whatever letter, P in this case, and you'll have the input inside the parentheses every time, and then it's going to equal whatever the output is, right? And your input is often the cause in the statement. So we want to think about this in terms of cause and effect. So something causes something else to happen, right? It's like something happens first, and that is reflected in some other, outcome. So if we look at the statement, they say the size of the class influences the student satisfaction. So size of the class is one variable, and then the student satisfaction is another variable. So it's all about the connecting word here in the middle that tells us, what is causing what. Like what's the cause and what's the effect as a result of this middle word here. So the size of the class is influencing the student satisfaction. So this would naturally be the cause, while this would be the effect, because it's the size of the class that, affects what's happening with the student's satisfaction. So anyway, we want to see the cause on the inside of the parentheses, the input, right? So we want to see size of the class on the inside of the parentheses, right? And then the output, the effect, is the student's satisfaction. So that, leads us to option A. So A is our answer here. We have our cause on the inside of the parentheses, effect on the other side of the equation. I hope that makes some sense. Let's do two more examples. In this one, they say the student's grade depends on the student's satisfaction. So notice the middle connecting words are not always influences. Sometimes it's influences. Sometimes it's influenced by. Sometimes it's depends on. So look out for those and kind of train yourself to know what to look for, what each of them means and things like that. So in this one, if student's grade is dependent on the teacher's satisfaction, then what that means is the teacher's satisfaction would be the cause, and then the effect is the student's grade. So we want to see teacher satisfaction on the inside of the parentheses for whatever the function letter is, right? And then we want to see the student's grade, or just grade, on the opposite side of the equation. And so that leads us to option C. All right, let's go ahead and do one more. In this one, they say the class's average grade is influenced by the time of the course, right? So class's average grade, that's one variable. Time of the course is the other. Excuse me. They say average grade is influenced by the time of the course. So very similar to the last one. The time of the course must be the cause, because it's the class's average grade that's influenced by that time of the course. So this class's average grade would naturally be the effect. So it's like input, output, cause, effect. It's all synonymous. I hope that makes some sense. Let me identify these now. So time of the course would be inside parentheses, because it's the cause, and then we want to see the average grade on the opposite side of the parentheses, and so that leads us to opposite side of the equal sign, and so that leads us to option A. Hope that makes sense. We had this one, that one, that one. Notice the middle connecting words are all different for each of these, so maybe use these as guides each time. All right.